Hey YouTube, Dan over here coming at you with Little Cup Remix rankings and teams. This week is Little Cup Remix and Ultra League, so I don't really want to play Ultra League. So even though I do not like Little Cup, I'm going to play it, but it is Remix. So vulpix, bronzer, cottonee, and deino, are banned. So that makes this a lot more interesting to a certain extent. I'm going to go over the rankings because there are some normal things that you normally see in the rankings that are here anyways. For example, so it also said in there, which I forgot to mention that you can only use Pokemon that are first level that can evolve but have not been evolved. So you can't use Pokemon that um, are either evolved or you can't use Pokemon that don't evolve at all. So they have to be Pokemon that can evolve but you have not evolved them, which is why not was the first one on this list because it can evolve, but it is not. It is XL'd. I was looking through mine. I have one built up, but it's non-XL. I think the XL was probably going to give you an edge, but I don't know. I may try the non-XL anyways. Just super tanky counter user. You only need one move because it's just so tanky. Shelmet is the answer for why not as a bug. And Infestation Body Slam. Bug Buzz hurts is a pretty strong move, so to have it in general is pretty good. Body Slam is spam. Again, Ducklet. Ducklet's on here 3 and 6. Ducklet is going to be everywhere because it was everywhere in Little Cup when it was on as an answer to some of those. But now it's even more of an answer that everyone's going to have it. So there's that. Jangmo-O, I don't know if you may see it like it's a Dragon Tail user. So to be able to hit like just a super hard hitting move in a Little Cup is pretty good. I don't know how many people have those under 500 or just have them in general. Dratini at 5 and 7. Again, the dragons are interesting because there are some charm users like Spritzy's at number 16, but otherwise there's not a lot of charm users. And Dragon Tail and Dragon Breath are just your super heavy, fast move damage that like Bronzer as the steel was the one that could resist it, but that's banned. So now you have a lot of Pokemon that just take not super effective, but just take normal from this dragon move. And that's going to add up very, very quickly on a lot of these Pokemon. So expect some sort of, one of my teams is actually, I call it like a, not a heavy damage team, but like a, like a dirty team because it's like an all heavy fast move damage team. Um, Scroopy at 8 and 14. I've used it before. Just a poison sting, cross poison, Octail, super spammy. Again, hits most things here in neutral situations pretty good, pretty well. Nidoran, you can put in the same thing, poison sting, poison fang. Wait, you know what Nidoqueen does, so same sort of thing. These quick poison users are pretty strong just because how fast this spams and in general it hurts. And Salandit, I guess, is also a poison user, poison jab, poison fang. So expect some sort of Nidoran, Scroopy, or Salandit, poison jab, poison fang, cross poison combo. You'll see them up there. Just know that it comes kind of fast. Charm user, looking at Spritzy at 16, just covers your dragon. It covers most situations here. Um, but again, charm users are always pretty slow, so you would probably want to run that as like a either with two spammy Pokemon or just go all like the other end, which I said just go super heavy damage there. What do I miss here? Lickitung. Oh, Drifloon. Let's talk about Drifloon at number 9 because this is going to be a nice answer for why not as your counter. It's a counter user that's also psychic, right? So super hard counter to why not there. Has Icy Wind for dragons and for flyers, and the Shadow Ball is just a pretty strong move. So Drifloon was used a lot. I expect to see that as well. Lickitung, I don't know how many people. Some people may have Lickitung that low. With Body Slam, Super Power Whip, just the same thing. It's pretty spammy. I guess it's thick. I don't know how tanky you can be at a 500 CP. It's no Why Not. Like Why Not's gonna be your most tanky one out of all these as an XL. Nose Pass, and then it goes to Nose Pass and Onyx, which are the same thing. You're rock type users. So just being able to have that rock throw to throw at Ducklet in particular, or Shelmet is a nice, if you want answers to your bug or your sort of flyer there, why not is a nice answer. I mean, sorry, not why not, geez. Your rock type users are your nice answer there. Maribush at 19, first electric on here, and I think that's mostly just to deal with Drifloon, and Ducklet as your main Thundershock Body Slam Discharge. Against a Shadow, Mareep Shadow. I have no idea how many of those are running around. I'm not going to worry about that too much when I'm building a team. And then another Bug Bite, Poison Fang, Signal Beam, sort of as your why not answer. But also Poison Fang is a nice little kind of lowering the uh, defense there. So so how I put all these teams together is I usually just start with what is out there normally. So we know Ducklet is out there, and look at that. Ducklet, again, down the board, pretty much covers the majority of the stuff. Super weak to your Nose Pass and Chinchou, right? So an electric and a rock. So cover that, or steel, rock steel. So cover that with a Wooper, just as a hard punish to those two things that punish you. And then I was just looking for a third that covers like sort of Ducklet Dratini and some things up there. And they suggested a Sandshrew. So a Sandshrew could be a cover. You can just kind of play with PVPoke with these. I think Ducklet Wooper is a pretty good pairing. And you can just play with PVPoke to see what they offer as a third option. I'm sure there are plenty of third options um, that can fit the bill of just sort of like wider coverage in general. So the second team here is Why Not, right? Why Not's on the thing, on the number one pick. Again, pretty good matchups down the board. Like I said, Drifloon's one of the hardest counters to it. So I put my own Drifloon in. I don't know why. So I guess when you do the analysis, it's always the IVs that somehow make the mirror match. But that's an even mirror match, obviously, so you don't need to worry about that. And obviously, Drifloon has a nice option for the Why Not Shelmet there in general. And then, so coverage has weaknesses. And then A Grimer was on the board as a seal coverage and a Vullaby coverage. So again, to have these poison jab users, I think you're going to see a lot of them, and I think they're going to be pretty valuable in this league here. So the third team, this is my dirty team. Rock Throw, Onyx, Dragon Tail, Jangmo, and Razor Leaf Rowlet. And this is basically I don't care about Little Cup. I want to just get through this as fast as possible. I'll take a bit of rock, paper, scissors, and I'll take people catching off guard for not shielding properly. So you're just going to spam like that. Look at how like you got the hard wins with Onyx on Ducklet and Drifloon and Nidoran Female and Nose Pass and Vullaby, right? Your flyers and stuff like that. And Rowlet, hard and it's like obviously like Wooper and stuff like that. Not and a couple others. And then Jangmo O, Dragon Tail is going to have a lot of hard wins too. So obviously Spritzy's there is a big issue, but for the most part, it's a pretty dominating team. I don't think I have many of these, but it's not a bad team if you want quick matchups and you want to be somewhat competitive. And this one, I know Why Not's on here again. I started with Nidoran because I thought I had one, but I guess I built mine up to become a Nidoqueen. So I don't have a Nidoran right now, but Nidoran, Why Not, and Lickitung. And you're seeing lots of X's on the board. This was my first team that I put into PVPoke in forever. When PVPoke, they have 4 breakdowns for consistency, bulk, and a couple others. This is a straight A team. Straight A team. Because Lickitung, Why Not, are just so bulky. They have lots of X's there down the board for coverage. Nidoran kind of covers your weaknesses to a certain extent. Lots of wins here. I was trying to put this team. I was like, can I put this team together? I'm like, theoretically, yes and no. Like I can put in Scroopy instead of Nidoran because I don't have that. But then my Wynut's non-Excel, and I think the Excel is going to make a big difference. And then like Tongue, you need to put on a legacy move. So I don't know if I'll run this team or maybe I'll run some sort of variation of it. But those are the 4 teams that I'm suggesting to you. I'm going to try and put out a bunch of videos. Like I said, when I'm building this right now, I'm at like 2700-ish, 2800 ELO. So maybe we're going to hit Legend during Little Cup. So we'll see. That's it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Let me know in the comments what you're going to be running and what Pokemon you think are sort of like, not unique, but like could be like strong in this meta now that the top 4 Vulpix, Bronzor, Cottonee, and Deino are gone. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.